Dawn ash settles as Marines prepare assault on the black volcanic shore.
Cold seas hammer courage. Wooden hulls creak under overburdened human hopes.
Invisible bunkers awaken. Crossfires rake pathways. Maps instantly become meaningless.
Officers shout fragments. Smoke screens bloom. Momentum dies in whistling shrapnel.
Machine weight falters. Ash swallows steel. Despair nibbles edges of resolve.
Hidden tunnels breathe. Fortifications interlock. Every advance triggers fresh, prepared fire.
Timelines stretch rubber thin. Promised 5 days blooms into unknowable attrition.
Colossal shells pulverize ridges, yet apertures persist, patient, undying. Air hammers stone, but labyrinths endure, venting heat like furnaces.
Desperate minds improvise fury, converting barrels to liquid fire breathers.
Pressure must surge steady, range must leap, reliability must harden.
Fire streams coherent, clinging longer, crawling into apertures and fortifications once mocked.
Steel beasts sail outward, carrying secret mouths, hunger for bunkers.
We burn the entrances, choke the galleries, and seal those tunnels for good.
New doctrine forms.
Ritual inspection steady nerves. Fire is unforgiving to careless fingers.
Vision narrows through slits. Courage expands to fill remaining space.
Let's go, keep it tight!
Teamwork binds breathing. Each heartbeat depends upon another's disciplined movement.
The flamethrower swivels, impatient serpent seeking crevice to strike.
Fire enters hollows. Oxygen vanishes. Gunners stumble into collapsing silence. Heat crawls unseen corridors. Maps redraw themselves under rolling suit.
Fear converts briefly to speed. Windows of movement open. Precious.
Rangefinders scratch ranges. Driver dance gears. Survival balances on inches.
Flame drinks fast. Logistics dictate tempo. Bravery waits upon gallons.
Darkness favors tunnels. Sentries listen hard. Nerves fray thread by thread.
We conserve strength. No spectacle tonight.
Calculated resistance continues. Defenders choose attrition over suicidal spectacle tonight.
Home. Just a talisman against all this.
Memories invade trenches. Home becomes talisman against surrounding ash.
Reliability is mercy. Smoke if we fail.
Reliability is mercy. Failure here means smoke inside this coffin.
Faith shares shelter. Tomorrow's fire demands something steadier than bravado.
Today objectives tighten. Crack ridge bunkers. Seize airfield. Hold ground.
Airstrips promise resupply. First, they must be wrestled from labyrinth.
Turds defenders inward. Overlapping fields unravel. Foothold broadens perceptibly.
Precision threatens progress. Smoke grenades bloom. Patience outlasts predatory eye.
Adjust cleansing sweep to grid Charlie Sierra 2.
Combined arms synchrony deepens. Mistakes shrink. Lanes open. Navigable.
War spares few. Fear braids with dust. Choices sharpen painfully. Corridors sometimes yield lives. Mercy punctuates the roaring calculus briefly. Preparations relentless. Each step accelerates inevitable violent meeting ahead.
Humor shields hearts. Tomorrow's map waits folded inside damp pockets.
Nature colludes with fortifications. Sulfur confuses. Tears sting uninvited.
Target ventilation first. Deprive breath. Let tunnels suffocate themselves methodically.
Move! Let's clear these bunkers!
Momentum rekindled. Doctrine hardens through repetition and disciplined restraint.
Caverns surrender grudgingly. Survivors scatter. Resistance fragments into pockets.
Compassion persists stubbornly. Humanity threads between screams like silver wire.
History gathers fragments, truth smokes, perspective staggers under burden.
Command senses tipping point. Reserves shuffle. Exploitation routes unfurl.
Desperation drives bravery. The tide briefly trembles, then hardens again.
Damn valves, stick again!
Gremlins nibble certainty. Training steadies hands. Rhythm returns resolutely.
Duty shoves fear aside. One life buys 1,000 tomorrows.
Here, have some.
Thanks. You believe this, the hell we're in?
Relief comes strange. Humor survives fires, ash, and fractured minutes.
Day's ledger heavy. Progress measured by yards, names, and silence.
Withdrawal calculated. Tomorrow they trade darkness for another desperate ambush.
Weather soft as edges. Tracks print differently. Plans adjust without complaining.
Formation squeezes carefully. One stall halts all. Discipline prevents gridlock.
Every meter risks plunge. Patience trades time for certainty, deliberately. Flame tests entrance. Smoke returns, carrying secrets about branching voids.
Innovation bites. Necessary horrors linger. Victory tallies costs relentlessly tonight.
Logistics sings backbone. Fuel, water, rations keep courage breathing.
Elements rejoin battle. Trajectories warp. Voices vanish into gusts. Concealment buys minutes. Minutes buy footholds. Footides grow lines. Intelligence adapts. Targets prioritized. Tomorrow's route scribbled, revised confidently.
Marginal gains compound. Reliability inches upward through midnight tinkering.
Distance deceives. Range discipline matters. Bursts must land true.
Networks hum alive. Coordination knits disparate fires into purpose.
Tempo synchronizes. One breath shared across dozens moving steadily forward.
Some battles end quietly. Mercy feels heavier than firefights sometimes.
Mines bite ankles of giants. Recovery drills unfold flawlessly.
Competence comforts. Problems shrink under practiced wrenches, practiced breathing.
Culture burns too. Victory asks tributes beyond soldiers' understanding often.
Clarity unsettles. The scale of fortifications finally reveals honestly.
It's quiet! Finally quiet!
Objective secured. The cost is tallied later.
Utility replaces glory! The airfield must serve the living!
Supply arrives winged. Gratitude rides on the landing gear.
Strategy collapses inward. Only defiance or death remains.
Surprise blooms both ways. Confusion tangles close quarters mercilessly.
Rehearsal pays dividends. Drilled responses outpace fear's first steps.
Pressure constant prevents regrouping. Small fires deny larger counterattacks. Absence deceives. Patience scouts. Movement resumes with deliberate caution.
Thirst measures distance. Hydration buys clarity. Steadier trigger fingers.
Truth trimmed for mothers. Burdens kept heavy inside helmets. Invention shares ownership. Credit mingles with grief and responsibility. Institutional memory forms quickly. Survival requires transferable habits. Elements equalize, pausing both sides, inviting miserable reflection.
War sometimes whispers. Tomorrow gathers strength in shared silence.
Endgame nears. Patience insists. Method over haste. Lives over headlines.
Ceremony before chaos. Order steadies minds entering furnace again.
Synchrony sings. Opposition staggers. Corridors cough black confessions.
Leadership faces math. No path remains except capitulation or annihilation. Surrender aches. Pride swallows ash. Breathing outweighs banners finally. War drains colors, gray remains. Hands remember triggers too easily. Even endings bite. Habits of caution never fully loosen. Ordinary miracles return. Bitterness tastes like home again.
Ledger finalized painfully. Innovation counted beside irreplaceable human singularities. Invention sleeps, knowing demand will wake it elsewhere someday.
Artifacts travel home. Stories hitchhike under peeling olive paint.
Healing uneven. Nightmares linger. Friendships thread new futures patiently.
Sacrifice becomes permanent. Communities reorganize around newly empty chairs.
Policy weighs ethics. Necessity argued. Lines drawn with trembling pens.
Complexity resists slogans. Examining costs preserves future moral bearings. Old jokes return. Tears ambush. Steel reflects smaller, softer faces. Clinical language muffles screams, yet honesty peeks through margins.
Eyewitness frames twitch. Truth flickers imperfectly, insistently, unavoidably.
Earth reclaims patiently. Scars recede. Memories refuse to follow.
Quiet arrives late, but stay longer than drums and sirens. Students wrestle paradox. Innovation saved lives while destroying many others.
Engineers carried burdens too. Responsibility lingers beyond blueprints. Enemies aged into neighbors. Grief recognizes itself across oceans.
Words fail gracefully. Pauses say what syllables cannot carry.
Life resumes ordinary complexity. War becomes secret weight inside.
Recording carefully preserves contradictions without resolving them prematurely. Curiosity touches history. Questions sprout where lectures ended earlier.
Power demands reverence. Distance equals safety. Comprehension reduces recklessness.
Strategy continues quietly. Battles move to boards, minds, memories.
Names return. Stories reattach. Ghosts gain gentler colors slowly.
Commemoration balances pride with sorrow, refusing easy narratives.
Interpretation evolves. Empathy expands. Certainty shrinks appropriately.
Former adversaries collaborate, preventing cycles their fathers endured painfully. Science straightens stories. Safeguards codify blood-bought lessons permanently. Memory anchors public squares. Passers-by inherit weighted silence willingly.
Weather versus his artillery. Echoes awaken sleeping steel companions. Maintenance keeps memory accessible. Caretakers steward heavy collections gently.
Curiosity meets compassion. Guides translate horror into cautionary understanding.
Citizenship debates means and ends, refusing comfortable forgetfulness tonight. Shared silence comforts. Explanations unnecessary between witnesses of furnaces.
Trauma surfaces quietly. Road miles measure distance from ash.
Healing honors bravery. Admitting pain becomes another service ribbon.
Young faces listen. Old voices choose careful, gentler truths.
His maintenance. Diligence keeps catastrophes from repeating thoughtlessly.
Each homecoming includes absences counted silently during embraces.
Ritual gathers emptiness, shaping grief into navigable paths.
Training evolves humane. Understanding reduces reliance on burning solutions.
Moral residue lingers. Responsibility outlives immediate survival calculations.
Nature composes counterpoint, stitching green over black scars. Acres carried ghosts. Blueprints weighed more than steel components.
Geography testifies. Distances feel shorter in peacetime shoes.
You know, sometimes the stories just migrate, don't they?
Stories migrate into ordinary places, reshaping everyday kindnesses.
That's Grandpa. He was very brave, but some things are hard to talk about.
Honesty scales. Age receives portion, truth protecting wonder.
Reflexes remain. Drills awaken muscle memory forged years ago.
Contemplation converts fury into measured guardianship of futures.
Literature holds multitudes. Contradictions converse without mortars interrupt.
Knowledge without reverence tempts catastrophe. Patience remains ultimate safeguard.
Stewardship recruits successors. Responsibility must never retire quietly.
Empathy translates. Enemies' fears resemble ours. Uncomfortably, undeniably.
Celebration, restrained, honors depth. Spectacle yields to reverent remembrance.
Understanding fire scientifically disciplines its future use responsibly.
Governance weighs trade-offs. Wisdom declines easy answers convincingly.
Artifacts awaken tactile memories, bridging decades without sound.
New days arrive regardless. Choosing gentleness becomes daily discipline.
Watchfulness continues. Guardians trade shifts, protecting fragile testimony.
Preservation multiplies access. Stories survive hardware, power, generations.
Play rehearses empathy. Control tasted safely, ethically discussed.
Art reframes trauma. Sparks become stars.
navigational rather than consuming.
He sounds like dishes. Bravery becomes washing, sleeping, calling.
Perspective returns. We are brief. Responsibilities remain long.
Respect sustains democracies. Conflict without hatred remains progress.
Makers rest. Their inventions keep asking careful questions timelessly.
Readiness without urgency. Vigilance humbled by memory and empathy.
Life outpaces ruins. Trade replaces trenches. Banter replaces orders.
Decisions ripple widely. Spreadsheets must remember names behind numbers.
Civics begins small. Fairness practiced prevents larger cruelties later.
Machines kept gentle serve memory, not conquest, anymore.
Travel heals distances. Former battlefields become shared pilgrimages.
Cultures harmonize. Griefs interlace. Futures tune themselves together.
Scholarship advances empathy. Arguments sharpen without drawing blood.
Modeling replaces burning. Foresight outruns improvisation and panic.
Media learns, sometimes. Spectacle surrenders to context carefully. Peace is texture. Small sensations reclaim attention from catastrophe. Community reweaves torn fabric, stitch by honest stitch.
Remembering together guards against repeating alone, blindly.
Words choose humility. Conclusions soften, leaving room for readers. Survival is complicated. Joy and sorrow share one table. Hands once burned, now plant. Seasons answer without judgment.
Civilization is choreography. Millions cooperate without command.
Art closes circles. Empathy, rehearsed under lights, travels homeward. Healing measured subtly. Scars remain maps, not prisons. Effort cleanses. Vistas teach proportion beyond slogans. Monuments listen daily. Pigeons witness ongoing, ordinary peacemaking.
Language bridges widen. Misunderstandings shrink through practice.
Journeys conclude. Meanings continue. Responsibility travels back with us.
Tools rest silent. Vigilance remains awake inside minds.
Memory sleeps upstairs. Footsteps respect the boards tonight.
Healing includes watching clouds. Patience counts as courage here. Democracy requires listening. Disagreement disciplined by mutual respect. Work replaces war. Rhythms favor tides over timetables. Absence honored gently. Love distributes weight among many shoulders.
Another beginning rises. Vigilance and compassion lace intentions.
Nuance recruited. Certainty questioned. Learning declared a duty.
Remember to prevent, not to punish, tomorrow's children.
Memory modernizes. Redundancy guards against erasure and indifference.
Agreements codify empathy. Enforcement requires citizens' vigilant hearts.
Life insists. Our task is shepherding, not conquering, futures.
Stories continue responsibly. We choose which flames to ignite.
These taste salty. Work begins without orders shouted.
Guardianship passes nightly. Dawn will open doors again. Shared breezes remind. Victories mature into partnerships carefully. Audience carries embers home, lighting questions rather than torches.
Remember ash and fire. Choose hands and bridges tomorrow morning.